This was a game where the Eagles lose by 6. And it was a game that the Eagles really needed. Really needed this game. I really want to put away, to get that first seed, win a division. I just wanted this to be done. So the Eagles have to play another week, unfortunately. But I want to go through this game and just talk about the certain things that kind of ticked me off and the certain points. Well, it is what it is. We had to deal with what we had to deal with. Let's get straight into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
By the time you watch this video, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, because obviously I waited till the nighttime to make this and want to go over every key moment to this game, at least some key moments at least, and to go into this game and hearing all week that the Eagles were going to get demolished and we were going to get messed up and we were just going to get our asses kicked this week. We only lost by 6 points with Gardner Minshew. As much as the Cowboys won this game, we gave a lot of this game to the Cowboys, okay? 4 turnovers for the Philadelphia Eagles, which you can't do that. You just can't. And because it's Gardner Minshew in there, you're not going to respect his run game because Gardner Minshew can't run, and all they have to do is try to close down every running back, okay? I thought they were doing a good job on Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott for a good amount of time during this game. I thought A.J. Brown had a really good first series with, beating Diggs twice, one for a long pass downfield, 2 touchdowns for Gardner Minshew today. So, it wasn't a great day for Gardner Minshew with those 2 picks. The first pick, I blame on him. The second pick was a good pass to Quez, and Quez twice. I mean, the second time was probably worse, but Quez Watkins has got to fight for that football. He was right. If you just look at the video, he was right in front of it. He just got to fight for the football, man. It's just kind of crazy. And if you feel like you're going to lose the ball, just try to pop it out and do something so you don't cause a turnover. And obviously, Boston Scott with the fumble. Miles Sanders with a crucial fumble. The 3rd and 30, which was just the pivotal moment of where the game really changed because I didn't think they were going to get that. Why is Gannon really playing your basic defense against 3rd and 30? Why don't you Gannon that defense at that time when you're, you should Gannon it? What I mean by Gannoning the defense is pushing everybody back on 3rd and 30. You're playing your basic defense. So there was a lot of things that didn't feel, the aura of this team didn't feel like they were together. There was just a few things that felt like it was off. And saying that the offense played horrible today, they made some crucial turnovers. That's really it. I thought for a good amount of time they were playing all right. And there were certain times where Minshew just couldn't move in the pocket and had to throw the ball out of bounds a million times. And, when there was pressure on him, he made some throws. When there was pressure on him at certain times, he had to throw it out and not take the sack. I mean, that's just the way it happens in the league sometimes when you play these games. As much as I've been on Twitter, I just want to see, and obviously the Cowboy fans are excited, made their Christmas. I don't care about this. This is just nothing to me. The loss sucks. This is about seeding. This is all it is. Cowboys are in the playoffs. Eagles are in the playoffs. This is all about seeding at the end of the day when it comes to it, okay? When Minshew hands it off to Boston Scott, fumbles the ball. Boston Scott's never playing as a running back. Why the hell is he even back there? Why? When's the last time we really saw Boston Scott get a lot of carries in the game? Probably a long time. He's really just a full-time kick returner now. And they give it to him. It's a bad handoff. Give the Cowboys short field. Easy punch-in numbers. And then the defense just couldn't hold it. You know what I mean? So I can't blame the defense on that, okay? I can't blame the defense on the Miles Sanders fumble or the Boston Scott fumble because at least the exchange of the handoff, I mean, you got to blame it on the quarterback and the running back. Obviously, Miles Sanders fumbled on his own, so that's his fault, his 2nd fumble of the year, which really sucks because he's very good at hold on to the football. So when you give the Cowboys short field advantage, you pretty much just give points away, and that's what they did in this game. So really just crucial. Everyone's talking about this is the system, that any quarterback could play in this system. Yes, Minshew had some good plays. Minshew and Dallas Goedert were fantastic. Devontae Smith was fantastic. The Josh Sweat pick six was kind of out of nowhere in the first half. I mean, there was a lot of good things to take out of it. I think we got a sack or two on Dak, a few sacks, something like that. Not, we didn't get our normal 6 a game that we usually get. But, I don't think there was consistent pressure in this game. It was lacking. Edwards can't cover tight ends. Kaiser White can't cover tight ends. As soon as Avonte Maddox gets hurt in this game, and everything just falls apart. Josiah Scott, because really the only time where CeeDee Lamb was actually being productive is when he was on the worst corner we have, and that's Josiah Scott. The worst corner. Our backup nickel corner is really bad, and slant pass is easy. And then by the second half, they were trying to at least double team him a little bit, kind of thud him a little bit, take him off track of his route, and kind of get him out of the play. But that was a huge moment in that game, with Vontae Maddox getting hurt. The guy is as soft as glass, as breakable as glass. He is just, I don't know what to even say or expect from it now. You know what I mean? So it's tough to have injuries like that. Lane Johnson was a huge one later in the game with Jack Driscoll taking over. He went to the blue tent. It looks pretty damn serious. So I don't know what they're going to do there at right tackle. I haven't talked about Lane Johnson at all this past year because he's been unstoppable. I mean, so unstoppable that Micah Parsons had to switch sides because he can't handle Lane Johnson. 100% can't handle Lane Johnson. Okay, so that's just the case to it all. But at the end of the day, the Eagles lose this game. This is just a bragging rights game for a rivalry, and that's it. This means absolutely nothing. This really is for seeding for the Cowboys. Okay, they're not winning the division. The Eagles are taking this division. The Eagles are getting the #1 seed. It's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, and if they don't do it, it's going to be, if they don't win, the first seed, it's going to be kind of alarming, So there's no doubt in my mind that this team could do a lot more, and I'm not going to go on the low card of things and say why Jalen Hurts should have played in this game, and it would have been a huge difference. But Minshew didn't play fantastic, and he didn't play that bad. There was just crucial turnovers that the Cowboys converted into points. This game shouldn't have been tied up in the second half. It shouldn't have happened, but that's what happens. T.Y. Hilton catches that long ball, and it changed almost everything in this game. So it's not going to ruin my Christmas at all because we're in the playoffs. Well, why should I be upset? Why? Because, if they really wanted Hurts to play this week, they would have played him. Okay, if they really wanted him to play in this game, regardless of this injury, say, hey, just knock out one more game and we'll see what happens. Yeah. But at this point, the Eagles have options now, and the options are not really options, but the next step is to win their next game. They just have to win their next game, and that's pretty much it. And then the Eagles could do whatever the hell they want, and they can start resting their guys, okay? Like I said, I didn't like the tackling in this game. I thought the linebackers couldn't cover at all. Between Kaiser White and T.J. Edwards, they played horrible. Kevon Wallace made a nice couple tackles. Slay, I don't know what's going on with him. I've been saying it for weeks. What's going on with him? It's been kind of like he's been giving up some yards quietly because we've been winning. No one's been really talking about it, and I'm going to start talking about it now because, it's a little crazy right now. So at the end of the day, it's a good win for the Cowboys, and it's just a loss for the Eagles, and it doesn't count towards anything, but not, closing out this first seed and winning the division. Okay, the only way the Cowboys really win the division, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, everyone's in the playoffs, so at this point, all this is about is seeding. Okay, but I can't be that mad at the situation. I mean, if you have to keep guys out to further weeks, you got to keep guys out and get them healthy. We're going to get some more reinforcements back next week. It is what it is. But, the Cowboys took advantage of the Eagles' mistakes, and they scored points out of it, and that's it. You know what I mean? Minshew had 3 days of practice. 3. That's it. Okay? And look, I didn't think And I thought he played pretty good. Like, there was just those turnovers that really messed that. Those little, even if it's a bad exchange, it just changes the whole game. You know what I mean? Hurts elevates all these players when he can run. And I could tell when Minshew was handing the ball off to Sanders a lot, there were times when Sanders wasn't even used the right way in this game. Crucial third downs not used. Red zone, they were starting to use Gainwell. Use Miles Sanders, because when you had Jalen Hurts on the field for red zone, you do those QB sneaks, you do those short yardage things with him, and players have to respect the run for Jalen Hurts. That's what I love, because if Jalen Hurts was playing, it's a totally different story, because with Minshew, they're not going to respect him because they know he can't do anything. He has no skill set when it comes to running with the football in his hands. So all they have to do is just close out Miles Sanders, and that's it. That's why it's not just the system. That's why it's Jalen Hurts elevating these players to the next level because of what Hurts could do. That's what made me realize, man, let's see what this looks like with just a pocket quarterback. And, man, it was a totally different story. Some successful throws, there's no doubt about it. But when it comes down to it, yeah, changes your offense slightly when you can't extend plays, and if there's pressure on Minshew, he can't get out of it as easy as Jalen Hurts can. There's a lot of differences. It really, not to say it really opened my eyes, it opened my eyes like I never thought about this. Like, I thought about this and I said, man, I was like, what a difference when Hurts is on the field and when Minshew's on the field. When you have a pocket guy, a pure pocket guy with barely any speed, a little bit of speed, to a guy that can run all over the field and throw. I mean, it's a huge difference. So, like I said, guys, it's a bragging rights game. That's all this was, and that's it, man. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy everything that's going on, because the Eagles will be ready. The Eagles will be prepared for next week, and that's it. You know, we split with the Cowboys this year, you know, and that's all we could do. So, when it comes down to turnover battle, that's where it's going to be important. The Cowboys won because of the Eagles inflicting wounds. I mean, that's it. The Eagles beating themselves up in games like this is how the Cowboys win. And that's the only reason why they won, to be honest with you. Blown coverage with a CeeDee Lamb touchdown day. There was just opportunities were just missed, man, and just gave them really good short yardage, good field position. Other than the 3rd and 30, that was really amazing. You know, and Gannon, I don't know what the hell he did on that play. That one really stumped me, because I thought, oh, 3rd and 30, they ain't getting this. And they were playing basic. They weren't in their prevent. They weren't just moving guys back to keep them inside. And I don't know why they're playing their basic defense with 30 yards behind them. One slip up, and T.Y. Hilton got all those yards, and I think it completely changed the game. And I think Miles Sanders needed more carries in this game. I don't think it was enough either. I don't care. I thought he needed more than what he got in this game. So a complete difference turnaround with Minshew, and I thought he did an okay job. And like I said, the turnovers, that's the big problem right there. You can't throw 2 picks. You can't mess up a handoff and fumble the football with the exchange. And you know, Miles Sanders needs to be more aware. I know Miles Sanders trying to make a play, but you know, you're just going to hurt yourself in the end by doing that, okay? And the pressure's got to get better. I saw them dialing up some corner blitzes. They were dialing up some different things here and there. And as soon as Maddox went out of that game, it was hard to watch. It really was hard to watch. And it is what it is. Hopefully Lane Johnson will be okay. And that's it. So Eagles lost. On to the next week. I don't even care. Trust me. Like, we are still going to be in a playoff game with a healthy Jalen Hurts, and that is all that matters, because Jalen Hurts is going to turn this whole thing around, okay? Like I said, you had a quarterback that just practiced for 3 days, okay? If you want to take it the other side of things, yeah, we played the Cowboys the first game. We beat them. They had a quarterback that played 5 weeks. This guy practiced 3 days on a short week. You know what I mean? So it's a huge difference mental, how much they're putting on Minshew's plate in 1 week, you know? So it is what it is. Congratulations to Devontae Smith for 1,000 yards. I know he doesn't give a crap because we lost the game, but that's, you know, I'm glad he got that. Josh Sweat hit 10 sacks today, so he will hit double-digit sacks. It looks like Ndamukong Suh He got a sack today, so I just think there wasn't enough from this defensive line today as well. The pressure was, it was good, and there was way too much protection. They weren't generating enough pressure as well. So let me know in the comments section what do you guys think about this game. I know I've been all over the place talking about things and probably repeating myself a million times, but just want to talk about it. I want everybody to enjoy their Christmas. And like I said, don't let this ruin your day, guys. This game meant nothing but bragging rights for rivalry fights with everybody. Other than that, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. All the Eagles really lost on was clinching the first seed and winning the division as early as last night, and they couldn't get it done. So the Eagles need to wait another week against the Saints, where that game is going to be very interesting enough with the news surrounding around it. So, all right, guys, you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like the video and make sure you subscribe for more Eagles news every single day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Fly, Eagles, fly. See you guys. Shakes, what up? Fly, fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.